Alright guys, before we start working on our smart contract, we need to delete this lock.sub. I don't need it anymore. Then let's modify our smart contract. I'll get rid of this comment here because this is not a gaming smart contract. Now change the version to 0.8.17. Same thing as what I've got on my config. Then the contract name, I'll change this to Lucid Heroes. But I don't want to pass in the value for my constructor right away. I'm going to do that when I deploy my smart contract. So let's fix this. String memory name, then the symbol string memory symbol, then pass this constructor properties here as arguments to this ERC721 constructor. Then here I write name, then symbol. So provide these values when we deploy the smart contract. Then this is not a gaming smart contract, so I'll remove this player. I change this function to mint token. Alright, let's see what it does. Returns you int item ID, then it mints to the player, but since we've got rid of the player, let's change this to message.sender to the deployer of the smart contract, the owner of it. Then what else? Set token URI. We'll provide this URI when we call the mint token function. Alright, you can save this file and let's work on uploading our NFTs to IPFS. For that, I'm going to create a folder and name this one meta for storing my metadata. And no, not in here, like at the root level. I'll create a folder at the root level, name it meta. Then inside meta, I'll create another directory for source where my files are going to be in. Then inside the meta, I'll still create another one for JSON. The JSON files are going to be describing my NFTs. Now let's move the items I want to mint. Let's add them to my project. So I have this amazing picture of the Flash and the Flash theme song. I'll just copy them and paste them. inside my project. So I'll open my NFTs into the meta, then go to the source and paste them here. Alright, now that they're here, let's work on their description. I'm going to create one file here for describing the Flash NFT, the flash.json. It's this JSON file that OpenSea.io will have access to, and it will use this file to describe our NFT. So we have the name property with the value, the flash. You can write whatsoever you feel like here. It also has a description property. I'm going to change this to semicolon, to colon. A super cool NFT of the Flash. Then we need image. I'll show you how to get this image soon. But let's set up the attribute first. Don't forget to put a comma after your image. Then this attribute is an array. Can be an array of object, or it can be a single object if you like. So here, I'm going to create one for trait type, and the name of this trait type is, what we're going to name this one. Okay, let's name this one format. The value will be image. Then let's create another one. Another object, trait type, and the name of this trait type is let me see. Let's name this one XP. And I'll give it a value of 15. Let's create another one. By the way, you don't have to use the same trait type description like me. You can just come up with something that describes your NFT. And also want to make sure I have up to 3. What are we going to call this one? Okay. Derived from need to put a comma here. You know what? I don't need this one again. I'll just change this to created by. Then I'll put my name. Lucidity Shedrack. Big shout out to me. Alright, let's create one more JSON file for the soundtrack. The Flash Team song.json. Copy everything I have here and paste it in my other JSON file. But then this time, since we are maintaining music, I'll add audio and the source. I'll show you how to do that. Get down to the format will be MP3 file. The SP, let's give this one 2000. Created by me. Alright, let's get this IMG and the audio source. For that, we can use Pinata. With Pinata, you can upload your files to IPFS. IPFS simply stands for Interplanetary File System, I believe. If you don't have an account with Pinata, you can just visit their website. Make sure I drop a link, create an account, and then you can be able to upload. Where am I? I need to go to my desktop. Then my NFT course. Then I need to go to the meta and the source. Upload the flash. And I'll upload the soundtrack too. The flash theme song. Alright. This upload was successful. You don't have to worry about it if you're not seeing anything here. But they were successful. You can even refresh it, the page. They were uploaded successfully. Alright, the next step is to copy the link to our JSON files. So I'll click on the image first. While that is still loading, I'll go back, click on the theme song too. Alright, the image is downloading, so copy the URL, paste it in your JSON code, the JSON for the image. Paste it here as a value to this image attribute, image property, sorry. Then save. Still paste it here in your theme song if you have a theme song too, like me. I'm going to paste it here as my image for the soundtrack. Then we need to grab this audio. Come back to Pinata. Copy this link. Check this out. Again. So click upload, select the file. Go up one level, then the JSON. Select the flash, upload it. Yeah, upload the flash.json. This won't take time. Alright, that upload was successful. Now we need to upload the one for the theme song. Then upload. Right, let's check this out one more time. Alright, we're good to go. Close this one, close this one, and let's work on our deployment. Open the script directory, deploy.js. Let's modify this file. First things first, you can get rid of this comment, making my code too long. Then get rid of these ones. Get rid of the comments and save. Alright, okay. Changes to the name of your contract or any variable. So open the lucidheroes.so constant lucid heroes. Because awake the Ethers contract factory to get the smart contract with the name of lucid heroes. Make sure whatsoever you put in here is the same as what you have here as the description for your contract name. Then change this to an object of it. Lucid heroes equals await the smart contract deployment. Lucid heroes dot deploy, and now we have to pass in an argument. So if you check here in our constructor, I have to pass in a name and a symbol. So let's do that. Back in our deploy.js, the first value I'll put for the name is lucid heroes or lucid superheroes. Then for the symbol, I'll put LSH. Alright. Then we need to await the deployment. Await lucid heroes. Lucid heroes.deploy. Then if the deployment was successful, console.log deployed successfully. To the contract address lucid heroes.address. Then let's try one more thing. Let's interact with it straight up. Then try lucid heroes dot mint token. Right? I think that's the name of the function. Yeah, mint token. Try lucid heroes dot mint token. And if you notice something, for our mint token, we are passing in a URI here, string memory token URI. So where we can get that from is from the files you uploaded to IPFS through Pinata here. Then console.log minted successfully. Minted successfully. Let's add an await keyword here. So the console.log will wait for the minting. Alright guys, I'm going to mint the image first, then I'll mint the theme song later. So let's grab the URI, back to Pinata, copy the URI for flash.json, not the png, the json, and paste it here. Then let's catch our error, handle it. Console.log minting error. Then error dot message. Okay, this is an address. This should be at. Then before we deploy this smart contract, let's check out everything to make sure everything is okay. It's a mix up here. This should be my RPC URL, and this will be private key. Good. Then let's check the config. Yeah, this side is good. Oh, this needs to have a quote. Require.env is a package, not a variable. Put it in string if you didn't. Then I think we're good to go. Let's check this out one more time. Yeah, we're good to go. Alright, let's deploy this right now. I open my terminal, which is git bash, and I'll use the command npx hardhat run script /deploy.js --network Goerli. By the way, Goerli is my default network. And hopefully, if everything works out, we're going to have a contract address and one of the NFT will be minted successfully. Okay, there's an error. Let's check this out. It says my config. Oh, private key. Save. Clear the console. And let's try again. Alright, was successful this time. Let's copy a contract address and I'll paste it here. Paste it right here. Contract address equals this. Now save. For our deployment, the second deployment, we'll need to work with key. So copy this key and create a new variable here. URI key. Then save. Can close the env now and the config and the deploy. Now let's create a new file for minting. So in my script directory, I'll create one more file, mint.js.